So this $5 video game provides over 100 hours of fun for every single player, and here is exactly how it does it. The game we are talking about in this video is Vampire Survivors, a game that has lasted a very, very long time for me personally. At first glance, you will always be put off if you are a graphics lover, as this game looks like it's been ripped straight out of the early 90s, but there is so much in this game to uncover. I can almost guarantee that there is way more to Vampire Survivors than what there is to quite a few AAA titles nowadays, and you can buy Vampire Survivors for you and 13 other people at the same cost as a single AAA title. The roguelike slash roguelite slash survivor genre, even bullet hell if you want to add it in, has become incredibly popular and has new releases all the time. And while some of them are brilliant releases, I'm not saying they're bad, none of them quite do it like Vampire Survivors. I don't think any of them realistically even actually come close. I've just recently started playing a bunch of yet another zombie survivors, and while I'm sitting at around 25 hours played, I don't think I will ever come close to 100 hours unless their upcoming content has enough in it, and with new maps, new characters and new progression systems, I still don't think there's going to be enough in the game to keep me playing for another 75 hours. And that's not to say there's awful value to come from the game. I absolutely love it. It's provided 25 hours of entertainment for me. I've had a lot of fun playing it, but when you look at Vampire Survivors, $5 and you're gonna get 100 hours out of it. Like, you really, in pretty much any genre, I'm gonna say, you cannot beat that value. And that's because when I say Vampire Survivors provides over 100 hours of fun, I don't mean that it's going to do it in 5 years. Over 5 years, I could get 100 hours in yet another Zombie Survivors. What I mean is this game hooks you in, and it does it so fast, you will reach 100 hours played as quick as it can possibly be done. If you only get 10 hours per week to sit down and chill and play games, I can guarantee that if you have the slightest bit of interest in a game like this, you will have 100 hours played in Vampire Survivors in 10 weeks. You start off basic in the game, not many weapons available, not many characters to test out, and you'll probably have no idea about the secrets within the game, but you will very quickly start learning. You will survive a certain amount of time, you'll unlock another character, you'll unlock new weapons and make the game more fun. You could even earn enough gold by killing the enemies that you'll be able to purchase a permanent upgrade to begin your next run with. Once you play more of the game, you'll start surviving longer, unlocking more cool stuff, and you'll soon realise that while you feel you've got a good setup to complete runs, a new map's just opened itself up, and a brand new survivor can be found on the map. Or maybe you've just unlocked a new modifier that makes your run speed up, so if you don't have 30 minutes spare, you'll still be able to squeeze in an extra run before going to bed. Even when you think you have a lot done in the game, you're not actually anywhere near done. Alongside secret maps, weapons, and characters, there is still more, because you'll eventually start getting golden eggs, which are going to make your character stronger, and you'll even unlock a modifier called Limit Break, which lets you upgrade weapons beyond their max level, which is going to have you wanting to try every single weapon in the game to see which ones have the coolest effects when you break their upgrade limit. And not only that, when I mention 100 hours, I don't include the DLC. I broke 100 hours in this game before they ever released DLC for the game, and they've got 2 of them now. But when you are wanting more from the game and you feel like you've experienced it all, you can go and purchase a $3 DLC that gives you even more maps, more characters, more weapons, and more secrets to find. And that's exactly how this $5 game provides over 100 hours of fun. There is just so many layers of depth to this game. It is unbelievable. We have so many roguelike games available, but none of them go anywhere near as deep as Vampire Survivors, and that's why I didn't dedicate this video to any other game in the genre. The amount of secret stuff the developers put into the game really stands out, and that's why the game has what it deserves in terms of Steam reviews. It has a 98% positive rating from over 190,000 reviews. Did you know that you can actually kill the Reaper that comes along at the end of your 30-minute run, and you can unlock the Reaper as a playable character so that you can use him yourself known as Red Death. He's got crazy movement speed and starts each run with a lot of health and an evolved weapon. The game just keeps on giving, no matter how much you do in it. Even with a game like Brotato, a game that I got really hooked into when I first bought it, it still didn't even last 50 hours. I got 43 hours out of it, and I feel as though I've covered absolutely everything that can be covered in the game. All the characters, their upgrades, and runs completed on every single difficulty available. Brotato and Yet Another Zombie Survivors are fantastic games. I've had so much fun with them, but they just do not cover as much and as many secrets as Vampire Survivors does. And I don't know how Ponkel, the developers for Vampire Survivors, did a job that lots of other developers do, but 100 times more in depth, and how they keep up with it with every single bit of post-launch content they release. But they did manage to do it, and their clear passion for the genre, for the game they created, has inspired thousands of developers to put their own twist on the genre, come up with their own games, and it produces more and more fun for players that enjoy the genre. If you have a spare $5, then you will be missing out on hours and hours and hours of fun by not grabbing yourself a copy of Vampire Survivors, or better yet, if you have a subscription with Xbox Game Pass for console or PC, you can download the game through there and you can play without spending any extra money whatsoever. And did I mention that the game doesn't even have a single vampire in it? And on that note, we are going to leave the video there. If you enjoyed it, leaving a like is appreciated. If you wish to support me further as a creator, there are links in the description. Let me know your thoughts about the video in the comments. And if you want to watch more, you can click the video on screen. All support on the channel is greatly appreciated, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.